Well, look, let me first say that our objective from this administration, from the president, from our entire national security team is to work toward de-escalation, to work toward a lasting peace. And that is what the focus of every conversation we are having from the level of the president on down, and many conversations that are happening with people, with leaders in the region, Palestinian leaders, Israeli leaders, Egyptians, Tunisians, many who can be influential on Hamas. So obviously we are watching this closely. We will remain closely engaged. A lot of conversations we have may happen behind the scenes because that may be the most appropriate way to de-escalate the situation on the ground. Again, I think the president believes that Israel has a right to self-defense. Obviously, just if we take a step back and remove ourselves for a moment, which I know is hard to do, from the politics, clearly what's happening on the ground, the loss of life, the loss of children's lives, the loss of family members' lives, whether it's Palestinian lives or Israeli lives, is incredibly tragic. It's horrific to watch. That is certainly why our focus is on de-escalating what is happening on the ground. That's our human reaction to what we're seeing. What we're also focused on, the president, many people on our team have been working on issues in the Middle East for decades. And what we also know is that sometimes these conversations need to happen privately in order to have an effective outcome. And that's what our focus is on. Again, as the president conveyed in his statement, Israel has the right to self-defense. Our focus remains on continuing to use every lever at our disposal to de-escalate the situation on the ground. I think it's also important to remind people Hamas is a terrorist organization. Hamas does not represent the views, the families, the people who are suffering, all of the Palestinian people who are suffering as a result of this violence. But there's no justification for 1,500 rockets coming from Hamas into Israeli communities in Israel either.